I was laying in bed having one of my mornings because nobody slept during your campaign. It probably was up
eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open. Probably 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, damn. I don't know why I ain't sleep. But anyway, TV on. Commercial comes on. Nina Turner attacking you. Saying that you're going to jail cell slamming, and the whole kit and caboodle. I remember calling Kim and said, we got her. We got her. And it was like, we got her because she don't. I'm trying to clean my language up on the show because she screwed up. I said, she's about to make herself look as if she's a victim and we're the victim because everything she's saying is a lie. And all this stuff she's saying about you going to jail, all this stuff she's saying about the Perkins family and all this other stuff is just a bold-faced lie.
So bad.
And it was really bad. And it put her in a position where I said, we got her because now we become the victim. Now you become the person that we get to step up and talk about the lies that you told. Now, it's one thing to say that, you know, Shontel did this and this and that, and you have some factual information to put behind it. But to go out and tell a bold-faced lie.
And endorse it.
And the part that made me know that I had her, and I called Kim, was like, she said, I'm Nina Turner, and I endorsed this man. I said, we got her. She's done. This didn't come from a IE. This didn't come from an outside source. This coming directly from you. And then when you knew about it, and you got information that told you that it was bad for you to do it, what you do, you double down on it, and you come at it again even worse. It was lies. Now, you would think that I done told this lie, that people forgot about it. But I'm here to tell you today, we ain't forgot about it. We ain't forgot about it, and the people ain't forgot about it, and it's a lie. So I'm going to give you an opportunity, Congresswoman, to tell us about what was the result of this big investigation we had from the, what was that? You was getting investigated by the ethics board. The ethics board said that you and Mr. Perkins was over there doing some wrongful shit.
Well, I know.
I'm trying to, but I couldn't help because that's basically what it boiled down to.
Well, yeah, you know, and let me say this because I really had a great amount of respect for her. And when that happened, because I considered her somebody that was at least an associate, you know, if not a friend, but an associate. And so we could communicate every now and then. So when that happened, I know politics is a contact sport, right? But the things that were said of me were bold-faced lies. Like nothing could have been further from the truth as it relates to contracts being awarded to the Perkins family. They haven't had a county contract since I've been in office. And so that was dishonest. No one person can vote themselves a raise. That was dishonest. And so it was a very dishonest approach. And it was very much, it seemed to me, a desperate move on that campaign's side to be able to look in the camera and say, and I approve this message, because you know me, you know the Perkins family, and you know that we're not those type of people. And so, and the Perkins family have always been supportive and helpful, not only to me, but if you go back and look at, some of the facts, you'll find out the Perkins family was very supportive of her prior to this race, much more than they were of my candidacy for my elections, because she ran bigger races, and so that it required a lot more support, and they have been there for her. And so, but that's for her and the Perkins family to deal with. But it was hurtful, it was disappointing. But the most disappointing thing was just the fact that how it impacted my family. You know, when you do these things, you might be targeting the candidate, but it has an adverse effect on the people that are closest to them. Not just your significant other or spouse, but your family. So my parents, my siblings, they were all kind of victims of some what I would describe of a little bit of abuse, if you will, because you see it and you know that that's not the character of the person that you are close to, and it hurts. And so so it was hurtful, but I also stand by the fact that we have the deciding ability to determine what we put out there. And when it was suggested to me to do something similar, I refused, because the fact of the matter was, whether I won or lost the race, I still was going to be living here. And I wanted to be able to walk around the community with my head held high and with my dignity intact, and to be able to live with the advice that I have given other candidates when they were running for office. If you can't run, the words of Dr. McMickle, if you can't run on your record, then maybe you should run away.
That's correct.
So, I mean, run on your record, tell people what you're going to do. But when you go to personal attacks, and especially things that are untrue, then I think that is demonstrative of more your character as opposed to the person you're trying to attack.
So during that campaign, the Perkins family was really affected by it, and I talked to Mark about it, and it affected more than one way or another. Mark talked to me about it, and he gave me a total different spin on his perspective by it. So it's just sort of like what you say, words, you just don't know what you're doing. And sometimes you will say one thing thinking that you're messing with Shontel, but you actually really played into the hands of some other people on some stuff that you really didn't even know that was taking place.
Yeah.
And I think Mark and the Perkins family fell victim to that. She may not have known what she was doing, but you really hurt them a lot.
Yeah, they're a reputable minority business-owned firm that has now been thrusted into this this race that I decided to run. They, they didn't say, I need you to do this or I need you to do that. That was never the case. But the ramifications have had lasting impacts on how people view them and their operation in an unfair way. And it's unfortunately because of those reckless actions, you got collateral damage for a family's sustainability in their business, because people are like, well, is this a good company? What's going on with them? So, when you do that, it has much more impact on people than the candidate. It does have residual effects on extended members of the family and significant others and extended family and friends.
All right, so we're going from that, then we move into some happier moments. Let's move to election night. You get the call.
Hey!
You get the call that you're going to be Congresswoman. How was that like? What was that all like?